Oh, check this out. Melbourne Children's Hospital rockin' with a surprise show from Ed Sheeran. This is a very special gift to the kiddos and their families. The music star performing shows there on Thursday and on Friday, but this one at the hospital, definitely the most special.
Incredible.
Wow. Oh,
makes
and
me
that's
love
so
him.
tough
Yeah.
with kids in the hospital, and then you think to have a surprise like that, it's got to be so uplifting.
Just a special day to just get your mind off of all the bad stuff.
Yes, yes, and a moment of a lifetime too, right? How many people get to get that close to such a big music superstar?
Right, and hear him sing live.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh, we love it. And we love that you're with us here on Afternoon Focus. Welcome to the show. I'm Julie Grant.
And I'm Maritza Giorgio in for Rob Nelson.
And what we want to do today is kick things off with the stories that are at the top of our feed. Some really good stuff we have for you. We start with one of the biggest celebrity controversies in recent memory.
Yes, and this weekend we will hear extensively from Chris Rock on the Oscar slap heard around the world. The comedian actually has a new Netflix special. It will drop Saturday. The timing, probably not coincidental. This year's Oscar ceremony is the following weekend. I remember watching this and thinking, oh, this is a bit. This has to, this has to be a bit, right? And I was watching it live and thinking, oh, is this real? And then the days that followed, we heard all the drama.
Right. No, I'm with you. I think a lot of people wondered, was this real? These, are actors? Is this scripted? Is it part of the, and then no, not funny. Really tragic, really sad. An assault, technically an assault. And then an assault on comedy, too, and the art, because it's a beloved art, and
the whole
that just
thing,
can't happen.
yeah, it opened up so many cans of worms. I'm interested to hear what Chris Rock says. We've only heard snippets. We haven't heard, really an extensive explanation or what was going through his mind, so we'll see what he says.
Yes, he's such a genius. I mean, there's going to be a way that he's going to make it funny, but make his point, for sure.
I think you're right about that.
Oh, get ready, folks. Well, that's going to be happening this weekend. And then some really good news broke this morning for the millions of families who rely on insulin to stay healthy.
Pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly announced it will cap out-of-pocket costs for insulin at $35 per month. That actually makes the annual cost $400, a dramatic savings for families who currently face a yearly price tag of $1,000. Really hard on so many families. That new price point will start in September.
Oh my gosh, that's some great news
Oh,
we've needed, isn't it?
With inflation and everybody's wallets just, a little tighter these days. I think that this is a really great move, and I hope it really helps a lot of families out there who needs life-saving medicine.
Yes. You're absolutely right, Maritza. It's going to save a life. That is for sure.
Well, the boy who never grew up will be flying back onto screen.
Yes, Disney just releasing this trailer. Look at this for its live-action version of the childhood classic Peter Pan and Wendy. Blackish star Yara Shahidi will play Tinker Bell. The film also stars Alexander Maloney in his feature film debut as Peter Pan. Ever Anderson as Wendy Darling, and Jude Law as Captain Hook. It'll be streaming on Disney Plus on April 26th. Boy, another thing we got to mark the calendars for, huh?
When I heard Jude Law as Captain Hook, I mean, you kind of go in your mind, how is that going to look, and what is it going to be like? We had Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, back in the 90s. So we'll see how Jude Law takes this on.
I know. That'll be an interesting role for him.
So, yeah, you don't really see him in that role. He's usually the love interest.
Right. Romantic comedies and, dramedies. Yeah, wow. Yeah, Jude Law.
I'm excited.
Let's go. Oh, well, now to our next story. So we all see it. Some of us do it. None of us should do it, right? We're talking about driving maybe too aggressively or maybe driving while distracted.
And when that happens, odds are some words are maybe muttered, maybe a gesture extended. It doesn't really help though, right? So a Milwaukee woman who had that same thought came up with an idea to help remind people to drive nice. And she stopped long enough for our friend Ryan Jenkins to tell her story.
I was on the road and I saw something illegal, something crazy, and I would mutter sarcastically to myself, and I just thought, well, that would make a good t-shirt.
Tracy Blom designs Drive Nice t-shirts like these from her dining room table.
I'm not a designer. This is something I do to vent.
Tracy says while out and about, she sees it all.
A lot of passing on shoulders, a lot of passing in oncoming traffic on residential streets, going 55 down residential streets that are 30 miles an hour, running, going right through stop signs. I'm seeing a lot of that basically every time I'm in my car.
And as her frustration on the road grew, so did her idea to do something about it.
So I want to do my part and just elevate a conversation, just person to person.
Using an online software,
You are not actually the most important person on the road.
she's now selling these shirts, hoping to encourage others in the community to stand united.
I've worn my t-shirts out and people point at me and say, oh, I like your t-shirt, and they talk to me a little bit about it. And I would just like to see that a little more, just sort of, maybe you're engaging with a stranger you wouldn't normally engage with and talking about something that's of great concern to people.
Oh, what do you think?
Well, be nice, right? We were talking about this. So it doesn't cost anything to be nice. It's easy to let your frustrations get the best of you, but it's not worth it.
No, it's not. Just practice restraint, patience.
I did see something on social media, like an LED sign you can put in the back of your car, and it can extend some gestures, electronically.
That's
maybe
funny.
some not so nice gestures, and maybe like a thumbs up, like.
Right.
Thanks, you're doing it. If you change lanes and someone lets you in, you give a wave or a heart, or I don't know.
Awesome.
We're gonna add emojis into our driving.
Right. No, that's good stuff. Aw. Well, it is time, friends, for you to get the popcorn ready. We want to bring you a few quick stories that are just fun to know. And today we're celebrating some pop culture touchstones, those things you think about and can't help but get nostalgic about.
Absolutely. We're going to start by celebrating Ron Howard, who starred as a 5-year-old on the Andy Griffith Show. Howard actually turned 69 today. From Happy Days star to Oscar award-winning director, he's responsible for helping a generation of Americans just love the movies. And it's fun to know that he married his high school sweetheart. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either about him.
Of course, his daughter, too, is, so well known now, Bryce Dallas Howard. And my son loves the Jurassic Park series, and so she's been in those recent movies and so many others, The Help, and so the family legacy continues.
Isn't that the truth? All that talent passed down. I mean, think what a remarkable child actor he was, and and then everything he's done behind the camera too. He's incredible.
Hollywood legend, for sure.
Yes.
But speaking of high school sweethearts, lots of 80s kids grew up with a crush on this guy. You can count me on this list. Mark Paul Gosselaar, a.k.a. Zach Morris of Saved by the Bell, turns 49 today. It's fun to know that he and his 3 siblings were born in the Netherlands and spoke fluent Dutch. This was a staple of my formative years. I mean, I watched Saved by the Bell every single day.
Right? Oh, same.
Yeah.
I think everybody of our generation growing up that wanted to marry Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Absolutely.
I mean, he just was cute as can be. Still is. I mean, still a great looking guy and beautiful wife, beautiful kids and all that. But he'll always be Zach Morris with that
Zach
big phone,
and Kelly.
right?
Yeah.
What
I wouldn't give to be Kelly Kapowski.
I know. I wanted to be her too. Yes, exactly.
I think, it was pretty common. And finally today, we want to wish a happy 40th birthday to a fashion icon of the 80s, the Swatch.
That's right. The Swatch watch was introduced on this day back in 1983. Did you have one? It is fun to know that the name Swatch is just the words second and watch smushed together. They were designed to be a casual alternative to a dressy watch, but they became a pop culture must-have.
I never had one. I love the bright colors, though. I just love the bright colors.
Oh, yeah. So cool. I'm trying to remember. Now that I think of, I had some funky looking watches back then, but I don't know if any were actually Swatch. I need to still have stuff in my parents' closet, in my bedroom. I need to go back through it.
I'm sure I do, yeah. But I for sure didn't have a Swatch. But I feel like Swatch has made a comeback. I've seen their stores quite a bit recently, yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny how so many of the things, even the clothes you saw on a show like Saved by the Bell, people are wearing now, like high rise.
I'm waiting
jeans,
for
wide
those
leg.
little fold over anklet socks with the lace trim to come back because those were a big deal for me.
Cute. Yeah. We're going to bring back that style, Maritza. Jay, those shoes you have on today, fantastic. Obsessed with Maritza's shoes.
Thank you. Like a little glitter on a Wednesday.
Yes, girl. Yes. Well, we are going to turn up the heat for you right after this break with some dancing cowboys in an unexpected place.
It was a great surprise to go down there, and it saw it straight on their faces straight away, which made us all smile and get even more involved in it.
Welcome back. Hats off to Mother Nature. Wow, look at these winter wonderland photographs of Mount Rainier in Washington State. So the active volcano last erupted there about 150 years ago.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And when you see it, if you fly into Seattle, you see it, and it's breathtaking.
See, one sight to see, but great place to visit, right?
Oh, it's a beautiful place to visit. Yeah, great town.
Well, we are so glad you are visiting with us this afternoon. And you know, we love sharing those stories that make you feel good here on Afternoon Focus. And the dancing cowboys you are about to meet are sure to get that job done.
A performance for a special group of ladies actually went viral on TikTok with more than 2 million views. Alexander Cohen is sharing this heartwarming and heart-thumping story from Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Here we go, boys. 5, 6, 7, 8.
The Ranch Hands Cowboy Les cast is used to performing on stage for bachelorettes and divorce parties.
I think it's making a big comeback at the minute.
So it makes sense that on Valentine's,
Let's get those hands clapping.
they had a private party booked. An 80th birthday at Willow Springs Senior Living in Spring Hill.
We had a great time putting smiles on all the ladies' faces.
The line dance video went viral on TikTok. They handed out roses, and some of the ladies got a little too into it. But what many didn't know is this is a memory care unit. Some of these women have Alzheimer's or dementia.
It was a great surprise to go down there, and it saw it straight on their faces straight away, which made us all smile and get even more involved in it.
For George, it was sentimental too.
Even just going there on that day, my grandfather suffered with dementia at the end of his life. So going back there and giving back to all those lovely women that day really hit home.
Oh, that's my mom right there clapping along.
They were booked by Katie Ingram. She did it for her mom, Barbara, and sister Molly, who live here.
My mom's on hospice at the facility. She also has progressed memory, and we didn't actually think she would make it to her 80th birthday. So I just said, let's do something incredibly sort of wild and out there.
Katie says Barbara came out of her shell and told her it was awesome.
What do you think?
A moment in time that Katie and the Cowboys don't forget.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't get enough of them, could you?
The looks on their faces too, just like they almost didn't really know how to react. Like, this is so cool, but also, what are we supposed to do?
Right. I think some of them might have been getting a little hot and bothered at those dancing cowboys.
Well, they had a great attitude, though. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. What sweethearts. And that one sweet lady, you know, her daughter that booked it, she had that stuffed animal cat with her. Like, could that be any cuter?
So sweet. I hope they had a good afternoon.
Yes. Safe to say they did, huh? Wow. We have got more inspirational stories coming your way after this quick break, including a new initiative aimed at bringing representation to the field of science. Oh, it's so great having you with us today. Those aircraft slingshots we just saw were created by a clever 5th grade teacher who wanted to teach a lesson in aerodynamics to her students.
My son would love this. We would love to play with that. These are the kinds of fun activities that have the potential to inspire students into pursuing a career in STEM. So important. Scripps News national correspondent Meg Hilling introduces us to another group of 4th and 5th graders looking to become the next generation of engineers.
For Shania Detz and her team at Spark Shop, the biggest changes start in the classroom.
We wanted to change the way that kids are introduced to engineering. CAR's going to be a great example that has multiple simple machines in it. Awesome.
Since 2017, the Chicago-based education nonprofit has been working to inspire the next generation of engineers by providing 4th and 5th grade classrooms with free STEM curriculum and material kits for students.
Our vision was really to demystify engineering for young people and show them what the jobs really are, not just what the stereotypes of the field are.
Engineering has long struggled with expanding representation. As of 2021, women only make up 35% of the STEM workforce in the U.S. As for Hispanic, Asian, and Black workers, try 15, 10, and 9%. A reality the Spark Shop team is all too familiar with.
Right now, when you Google an engineer and Google image it, a lot of those images, unfortunately, are not reflective of the identities we have in the classroom.
But it's one they're working to address head-on and hands-on during classroom visit days.
I know how impactful it is for them to be able to see engineers that look like them, who share the backgrounds that they do, and have opportunities to do hands-on things that are very contextualized to what their lives are. 4th and 5th graders are at this point where they're starting to develop their sense of self around what they're good at in school. So that's where we start to lock in feelings like, I can't do math, or I'm not good at science. And so if we can be there and give them this really positive experience with engineering, where we're elevating that the skills and strengths they have can be used in this field in this way, it really sticks, and it sticks through those difficult middle and high school years.
Right now, the Spark Shop team is working with 24 Chicago schools and has big plans to expand.
Our programming is also 100% free to schools. It's a big thing that we really believe in, but it does slow down how fast we're able to grow. So we're working on sort of building out our organization, having some stability, reaching way more students in a year. So right now we're at 1,000. We'd love for that to be more like 10,000 in the next few years.
With classrooms like this one packed with potential, Spark Shop is carving out a path forward in STEM, one lesson at a time.
But we want every kid that goes through Spark Shop to carry that engineering mindset and those skills into their lives, and to feel like more empowered problem solvers and feel comfortable with technology, because you can use that in any career.
Oh, wow. And this is free. This is a nonprofit doing this for free. Really great.
Really
Do you think your son
he
would like
would
that? I'm
love
sorry, I
that.
didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah,
No,
but I was
no.
thinking about him. You said, yeah, he would love the aerodynamics.
He would love it. And I think the whole key is making things like this fun.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
that's the truth.
you know, I think back to science, and some things were fun, but a lot of it really stressed me out. But to show some of these, you know, the aerodynamics and making paper airplanes and doing all of these things that make it just like a game. And that's what's so important. And my son, you know, he'll have this subscription. It comes in the mail with STEM activities, and he loves it. He looks forward to it.
See, that's so neat. That's a cool way to, you know, interactive learning, something that comes right to your house and you can do when you're calm and not stressed out at home.
Yeah. How great this program, though, is available to these kids in Chicago.
Yes. Oh, bravo.
Well, don't turn away, because we are going to show you a gorilla whose ferocious and well-balanced appetite is explained after this.
Welcome back. Oh, doesn't this make you smile? Apparently zucchini's on the menu today for this happy gorilla.
I just love watching this. She's a rescue who is chronicled eating her daily snacks over on her TikTok page. And I love how she's kind of, you know, she takes a bite and she looks at it and considers it, kind of like how we would eat an apple, or like, oh yeah, this is pretty good.
To buy these again? Yeah.
This was a good one, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the fact that like we just spend, I know I shouldn't say we, I don't want to lump anybody in with that, you know, like, but on TikTok, like I know I will spend hours like being a goof watching like animal videos I live for. Like animals eating and like chasing their toys.
I was just saying that I love the little videos of the pandas eating bamboo, because you can hear it crunching in their mouth, and there's something so cute about it. And yet I don't love to watch humans eat, so I don't know.
No, exactly. Nobody wants to watch a human eat. Yeah, it grosses me out when people do that on their TikToks. Hey, I want to tell you about a couple things while I eat my lunch. No, put your lunch away and then talk.
We don't need to see that food in your mouth. I agree.
Don't even get us started. Well, tomorrow we have a real treat with you. For you. We're going to be celebrating National Read Across America Day with a very special author.
Oh, yeah, she is just wonderful, and I am so excited that we get to introduce her to you.
And when we see ourselves and other characters and other people, it boosts our confidence, like, oh wow, like that could be me. Or it brings the possibility of exploration, of wonder, of imagination.
Oh, can't wait. Well, that is our show for today, but we want to hear from you.
Yes, please send us your ideas on our Facebook page. We'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow, same time, same couch.